I got my eye on you, and not just because you sound like the villain from Batman, which I did to you, but now I'm gonna hold against you.
I mean, yeah, you gave him like an incriminating voice.
Yeah. He also has incriminating facts, so...
Yeah, that's his own
not
problem.
doing himself a lot of favors. The horizon makes me sad.
Why?
Because there's no Shinji.
Oh, that is upsetting.
Where the fuck is he? Look, I can't see a single Shinji. Every time you see me pan around in random directions, it's just me looking for collectibles, which is mostly Shinji.
Well, it's like for a while, it was like he was so available on the horizon that like there was like this like sea of hope in front of you, and now it's gone.
Yeah, where's all my Shinji?
That's what you get for being too like collectathon.
Shinji directions.
You want his time too much.
Oh my god.
Well, he fell through floors, I think.
That was really plummety. Yeah, there's no hitbox on all those.
Oh, so like weird.
Those windows that stick out a bit.
I'm sure the people who own the apartments are really happy about that.
What?
Is this a what's it called? The gachapon? Oh no!
Lurid crimson acid phone charm. A crimson acid phone charm, mostly collected by men, but she has quite a few female fans.
Fuck yeah! I want one of those.
Right next to the recycling bin.
So you can recycle the little eggshell things.
I hate gachapon.
I mean, I wouldn't hate it if I got a keychain like that.
Sexy gachapon.
Gotcha.
I think that's an entire video game genre.
It's like gotcha, comma, pawn, like P-A-W-N, because like I'm a pawn giving them money.
We mixed ladies
sexy
and
crimson
loot
figurines.
boxes. We can never be defeated now.
They got me forever.
Is that real?
No, I think it's from the game.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
can tell because it's only coming in through my right ear. So I only wear one here.
I can hear it. I can hear it when I spin. I was like, what's going on? At first I thought my phone was going off or something. This place again.
Yeah, we could walk on the top.
I'm so talented.
Tap,
the heels.
Dude, those high heels will like fall through the grate and trip you. You'd break your ankle on that.
Yeah.
She must be very talented.
Whenever I hear a noisy walk sound, it always reminds me that we need to get around to LSD, a game that is it just constantly is plagued by exactly this, where it's just you have such loud footstep noises in that game, which like were kind of true to when we played the cat version of LSD that one time. That's part of like the Halloween event or something, I think.
Yeah, I forgot what that was. It was called something with like it was like a parody of like a.
I feel a little bad, but like we took forever to get around to the Halloween haunted PS1 disc thing, but it wasn't Halloween specifically. We did it for Halloween, but then now there's already been another one, and the next one's coming out soon.
Really?
So the haunted disc 2021's already coming out soon,
my goodness.
but haunted disc there was a Christmas haunted disc that happened for
funny.
Christmas. So that was already 3 months ago.
I
So
enjoy doing those.
maybe we'll do a Christmas in July event where we do the haunted PS1 disc.
Honestly, I like Christmas better in July because I'm not already sick of it. Like, I feel like by the time Christmas gets around, I'm like so tired of Christmas. But the idea of Christmas while you're in July sounds very like romantic and beautiful. You're like, Christmas sounds so pretty right now.
Hello, favorite
Then it gets
character.
here and you're like, I'm
we
sick
love
of it
you so
already.
much.
Gotta put on my sassy voice. Oh no, I forgot. The Norosito. Is there something else, Akiko? No, it's nothing. I need your help, Akiko. No one has anything on Lydia and Sam. Surely the head of the military keeps an eye on people. Fine, Norosito. I'm not one for gossiping. This is a time of crisis, so I'll tell you what we know. We?
Norosito, you're out of your mind.
The God Justice Marshals, keep up. My marshals have told me that they've seen Lydia and Sam meeting in secret at the farm. But I mean, why wait, Sam's her husband, right?
Yeah.
Why are they meeting in secret? They're husband and wife.
The farm is secret, maybe.
Why the farm? Our tribute Te Aduni Naibi. That is your job, investigator.
Friendly.
Got a minute, Akiko.
Oh.
Going to die.
Oh my god.
Humor me.
Sure.
Do you do anything outside of soldiering? Why are you so interested to know?
I'm also into soldering, confusingly.
Soldering and soldering. Well, I'm part of the syndicate. I'm trying to establish a friendship, whatever that is. Why would I want to have a friendship with a Debito
Cule.
like you? Explain friendship. Explain it. Friends and relationships expand our worldview. They can also provide comfort and support. Takalos.
The investigator is here.
Just tell me something about yourself. Do you have a pet? A pet? Fine. 2 goldfish.
I'm glad to be back.
I keep them in a small bowl with no air, with no circulation.
Oh no, I couldn't be friends with her after hearing that. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Gaesta. Ask him their names. Ask him names. I want to know. What are their names?
Minorachito, you're out of your mind.
I'm not telling you that. Be sincere about the fish. What drew you to fish? Did you have them as a kid? In the barracks, just after I was taken by the new Knight Army, I looked after them while I adjusted to military life. Do you miss those days? War is no place for children, Prost. I had to do what I had to. What about... That's it, I'm done. No more. Goodbye, Nenorosito. I want to know her goldfish's names. Nenorosito.
Oh.
Is there something else, Akiko? No, it's nothing.
More probing. I remember when I looked into stuff like that little like those moss balls and things like that.
Marimo moss balls.
Yeah, and it comes up in the reviews that like people in the military, for example, will get stuff like that as like a pet, quote unquote, to like have in like the barracks, just to have like anything basically that's sort of like theirs.
Keith is
care for,
referring to like there's like these moss balls, and they actually only grow like one place in the world. There's like this very specific place where what they do is they grab them, they roll the moss into the balls. You can clump it. This moss is like, it's alive because obviously it's moss. It has
it doesn't just grow as a series of weird balls in that lake or whatever.
It clumps up, but you can like roll them to make them bigger. But they look like tribbles.
Yeah.
And they are made completely of moss, and they are alive, and they can live like 100 years. They can get really big. You can cut them into pieces and make smaller ones out of the cut up one, because there's no core to it. It's just like a solid ball of moss.
Doesn't have like organs or anything.
They're fantastic for fish tanks because they're very hard to kill.
Their special talent is living.
They aerate your water,
They're kind of neat looking.
or at least they create air bubbles.
You can have like a Dr. Seuss fish tank.
No, you can have like a whole floor of them. It's actually pretty cool looking.
You just stab them on the end of sticks. They look like the Dr. Seuss trees.
They would.
They'd be fine
actually.
because they don't hurt.
Yeah, you don't know how they feel. Akiko, it seemed like you had something you wanted to say earlier. It was nothing, Nenorosito. Spit it out, we're both busy. Do you know something about someone on the island? Fine. It's about Crimson. No!
Nah, what? It means we get to talk to her.
What about her? She came to me in secret to ask about becoming a marshal. Dude, if she's the person that's in trouble, I'm not even gonna, don't accuse her. I won't let you accuse her. Even if she's the person that did it. We're gonna throw someone under the bus for her. I don't give this information up lightly, Nenorosito. She used to be a fine soldier. She was blessed by the gods for her role in repelling the 19th island invasion. I'm the only syndicate member allowed to be a marshal. There was nothing I could do for her. Why are you telling me this? Henry is your only suspect. Henry did it, Nenorosito, no doubt. I'm just telling you that there may be someone that would benefit from him doing it. Provoke her, I'm mad at her. If she benefits, you benefit. Say? If the new council goes for increased militarization on... Oh, fuck. wrong voice. If the new council goes for increased militarization on the next island as a response to the murder, Crimson gets her wish and you get more power. Nintipun se mean. Yeah. You're making wild accusations. Just an observation. Sorry, everyone who speaks that language. I'm sorry. I don't know the pronunciation at all. I took French in high school. That's very unrelated.
If Crimson joins the guard, then you might say that all cops are mad.
Bad. Why don't you let Doom Jazz examine the dead bodies of the martial guards? There was no need. They'd been carved up by the monster, who, as I keep saying, is in custody. Surely even the investigation freak can see it's an open and shut case. If I was, I wouldn't be here. Where did you say you were when you phoned a witness? You make my life unbearable. Good. Smug. Be smug.
I was born to investigate.
That's an investigator's job. I called him as I left the desolation cell. Well, I've been able to access your phone records. They say you were elsewhere. Norachito. Where?
Is this a fact?
Why don't you tell me where you really were? I was here. How did you access that data? Running witnesses phone through a comms tower. Estiprost? You tried to backtrace the position of an encrypted phone through a comms tower? Of course location is different. The encryption bounces the signal around. I'll take your word for it.
Never do that.
I think that was sarcasm.
Never take any words for any. Yeah. So much alibis.
Does the doc have a motive for killing the council?
It's a lie, Nenorochito.
I don't have anything to say about the doctor. I found a photo of you in his boat.
Rahat.
I have nothing to say, Norachito. Do you two have a history? I said I have nothing to say, Norachito.
So much characters. There's a witness called her, yeah.
Did you see Witness to the End last night? He was at his apartment. My marshal secured him when Henry escaped. Go and ask him about it.
I think it's time to talk to Crimson again. But also maybe Henry because he's just right here.
This is what Henry started from according to Akiko. She claims he broke free at 2352 and was found at 03. Starlight can crunch the numbers. Oh yeah, remember Starlight says like it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Distance and times don't match up. He couldn't have broken free, made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have gotten back to the penthouse entrance to be found in the time Akiko claims.
It's weird that floor is just like an investigation spot. There's just kind of nothing there.
And you know he starts from like here, because I mean it's implied he would, because this is where he...
You want to hang out?
Let's talk, Henry.
What now?
What's it like living as a citizen on the islands?
Just swell. Non-stop praying and working.
You were in school when you were possessed.
We all get an education. Most of us don't need it. We're just going to be put down. We're just going to be put to work down in the caverns.
We're just going to be put down emotionally.
Some get cushy office jobs, but the rest of us slave away. Maybe you fucks would resurrect your gods faster if any of us gave a shit. Kidnapping and enslaving people isn't really a way to get a crowd enthused about the prospect of reviving monsters from the other side of the cosmos. Whatever. Ding. It never sounds appropriate. Like, the relationship increases. Why?
It increases no matter what. Like, I think our interactions with people are very negative.
Yeah.
Did you see the Grand Marshal last night?
Of course I saw her. She was supposed to execute me, right? I don't remember a fucking thing, but that's what was supposed to happen, right? Well. Yeah, he's pretty useless.
Yeah, honestly, he's kind of just like the obvious suspect who's not going to be the person that did it, so...
Yep, he is imprisoned for the entire time beforehand and afterwards, and in the during, he doesn't have memories, so...
As soon as I heard he was the person in prison for it, it's like, well, he's obviously not going to be the person that did it, so I'm just going to ignore him in my brain completely.
That would be a pretty boring mystery.
I mean, it'd be kind of funny because I'm assuming the game would assume that I would think he didn't do it for that reason because I'm not going to think he did it. But if he actually did do it, I would be kind of like, oh well, proves me wrong for trying to solve the mystery. It was just the most obvious suspect all along.
Yeah, it kind of makes me wonder, like, how often does the initial suspect of a Sherlock Holmes story just turn out to be the actual guy?
There's some, I just thought of like, there's some very good movies that play with this idea, and I can't list any of them because it would be a spoiler for every single one. But there's some very good movies where like the person who's initially in trouble and being talked to by the police, you completely throughout the movie think it is not them. They send you on a wild goose chase of possibilities, and sometimes they actually get let out. But at the very end, the last minute, you find out they're the person that did it. Mm-hmm. Someone out there in the comments is gonna know exactly what movies I'm talking about. There's like a handful, and
it's one of those moments where you're just like, that's just like these movies, and then you realize the entire list of examples you think of, you just can't mention a single one of them.
By already saying that's the type of movie they are, I'm telling you the ending.
You've already said the ending, so now you just can't identify what it's from. Like every now and then I'll be like, that's like, yeah, I've seen this thing where it's really hyper-specific, crazy thing. Wow, yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, I can't ever tell you what it is, though.
Yeah, I love that movie.
I've already
where, like,
pre-spoiled everything about the story now.
The planet crashes into the Earth and destroys it. It's like, oh, well, I can't tell you what movie that is because that is literally the ending.
Melancholia.
No, you ruined it, Keith.
I haven't even seen that movie.
Oh, shame on you.
That's just the premise, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here it comes.
Yeah, but whether or not it's going to happen is a mystery the whole time.
I don't know if it did. Did you spoil it for me? Oh my god.
I thought you were trying.
Oh my god, Stephanie, how could you spoil Melancholia with Drew Barrymore or whoever in it?
That's
not Drew Barrymore.
Now you made me forget.
You don't remember who it is either?
No, it's the girl from oh my gosh. She's Spider-Man's girlfriend. She's in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. No. Blonde girl.
Kirsten Dunst. There you go.
Thank you. How can I help, lady? You selling any skins for Starlight? Sure am. 1 skin for 1 crystal.
Okay.
That's easy. Enjoy. How can I help, lady?
She looks like she has a different chest when her hands in the way.
What? She has a like
it doesn't look like boob cleavage anymore.
Yeah, the cleavage goes really high up on her chest to the point where it's like it looks like a man's chest when she blocks.
Yeah, for some reason the shadow goes all the way to the top.
It's okay. I like the ambiguity. That's cool. I'm into it.
How many of them are there?
Wow.
I have so many crystals and nothing to do with them besides fast travel, I guess.
Well, because he already bought all those drinks, so it's like, what are you gonna do now?
Thank you.
How many skins are there? And can you just let me buy them all in one menu instead of doing the fucking Zelda thing where I have to do like 10 pages of dialogue?
That's all she has.
Investigation freak obtained. Can she breathe life back into paradise?
Wait, what?
Oh, it's a skin. That's us. Oh. Glimpse of serenity. The start of the day is filled with so much promise. Anything can happen. It won't. Impassable space. This area of space can only be traversed by an ancient race of octopus-like creatures. Their bodies harden into crystals to protect them from the innumerable micro-maelstroms. Possible crucible. One school of thought claims this area of space is the crucible of life. Another school of thought contests that it isn't, but hasn't provided an alternative. 1 billion stars. All those stars looking down on us every night. Harrowing, isn't it? What do they want? Why do they watch? Fleeing moon. The moon will be back. It has to be. It always is.
One day it might not be. That'd be funny.
Pop art. The colors of paradise. There's the crying god. That was a lot of those.
Hang out, hang out, hang out. Got time for a chat, Crimson. What are you planning to do with your amassed wealth? If trade is good, you're carrying a lot of blood crystals. It is good because we gave her all of our fucking blood crystals. A quiet life. That's what I'm down here. Oh, that's why I'm down here, away from the tower. Not the greatest fan of people. Having a big chunk of change allows you to live your life in peace. No, the one where she's not angry looking. The nice one.
Yeah.
Be nice to her. You're still an idol. You still have your job to do. We all have our crosses to bear. Have you tried that new beer I'm on the can of? It's good.
You don't even know the name of it?
Not yet. Is it worth it? You think I'd put a name to any old piss water?
Well, then what's it called, huh? Do you remember, Crimson?
There's a competition to win a date with me with a winning ring pull.
That's concerning because there's not that many people left. There's like 8 contestants.
Yeah, you should have done this when like the
I
people
think I'm
were
all
still
of the
around.
contestants.
Anyone win? I'll let you into a little secret. There are no winning ring pulls.
Also, everyone's sacrificed.
I know certain things about the Dead Nebula Company. I told the CEO that I know these things, and she made the winning ring pull disappear. I'm not a prize to be passed around.
Sorry.
But you'll advertise yourself as one.
Don't tell her that. Don't make her mad. I dread to think what your file on me looks like. I know all sorts, but there's always more to learn. Flirt with her, please. Maybe you can learn more about me one day. Don't be a tease. Be seeing you, lady. Yay!
We need to visit her every day. Or else.
Yori's got some things to say about you. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. He says you want to be a soldier again. Says you want to be in the marshals. How'd you two start talking about that? Asking around about motives. And he thinks that's enough to be my motive, that I just kill the council just to try to get to be a marshal. Akiko confirmed that you've been asking about becoming a marshal.
I was gonna say it's a little weird that I guess Yuri must have said that, but I kind of forgot because Akiko just talked to us about it.
Yeah.
Like how many people are obsessing over about Crimson Ash and Acid wanted to be a marshal?
Well, they're all paying very close attention to her.
So many data points.
JoJo's pose.
What is that pose?
That's not what I'm asking. I'll admit that I miss the old days of fighting and have asked Akiko about becoming a recruit.
Stephanie tries to recreate the poses in person as she speaks.
Gets me into like the mindset. What I'm asking is if you think that's enough to be a motive to commit the biggest crime in Syndicate history. Doubt. Sounds tenuous to me. I'm glad you said that. I was dreading the snakes getting to you. It's no secret I want out of a life forced on me. I would love to be a soldier again. It has to be done the right way, though. Not through mass murder.
That's not how that usually goes. I sure wish I could desperately avoid this life forced on me by becoming a soldier.
Usually it's the other way around.
A very much like stringent, forced on you kind of life.
Can you tell me anything about the marshal stationed at the first seal?
Nice doing business with you.
This is a juicy one, lady. You buying?
3.
Wow. Captain Voth was stationed at the penthouse. He and Akiko were in a relationship. A relationship? Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She's had a string of relationships throughout the islands. Voth is the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. The highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new island.
Sure.
So he was murdered last night. Looks that way, lady. Oh yeah, so remember she was all weird about them like messing with their bodies. So maybe if Akiko does like have a thing about falling in love with her soldiers, she would be weird about them being messed with because she has a thing for them.
Don't we have a different smoking gun here though? Where like didn't we verify that like they're not even them?
Yeah, they're not. Their blood isn't in the system,
Which is
or something.
concern.
Which we never really got an answer about. to be
Whoa, it's a
honest.
lot.
Do you know anything about the third holy seal? I know that it'll cost you. Nice doing business with you. It's a blood lock. How do you know that?
I have my ways.
I have my ways. Someone let it slip. Who? Eyes Kiwami.
Who, isn't that the dead one?
Yeah. Well, that's an easy answer then. You say the person that's dead. You can't get in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Just blame the dead person. What made him tell you? That will always be my secret.
Investigator is
I know why he told you. Who else knows? Who can say? May the gods carry him through the cosmos, but he was easy to manipulate.
Oh.
He had a weakness for women and easily gave into cosmic fear. Dude, women and cosmic fear go hand in hand.
Yeah,
man.
it's like the same thing.
Same exact thing. The feminine abyss.
Yeah.
Who knows who talks to who on this island? Who knows what secret meetings happen in quiet rooms? Who knows what gets said when someone has the fear of gods put in them? Well, that narrows it down. Who could modify birth records on the island? What kind of modification? Redactions. Scrub the identifiers. Doom Jazz is the one that fills in and signs off the birth records. If it was done at the time, it would have been him. Have you got redacted records? Jealous. Curious about how you have them and I don't. I poked around in an apartment. Don't be coy. If you want help, tell me more. Eyes Kiwami. Well, there's the link. Him and Doom Jazz are tighter than tight. If Eyes put his dick where he shouldn't have and needed to hide it, Doom Jazz could have helped. Is there a way I can prove who tampered with the records? Not likely. Why did Eyes take his own life? I see your train of thought.
Who knows?
We don't know. He jumped from the roof of the HQ.
Oh, that could easily be a murder.
Foul play. No, there were witnesses.
The investigator is here.
Surely you have some suspicions. I think he made some mistakes and realized how much trouble he was going to be in. I think he had let too many secrets slip and been in too many people. There are only so many indiscretions you can hide.
In too many people.
If you want some free advice, don't talk to Doom Jazz about this. He owed Eyes his life and he won't appreciate you prying. I have a job to do. I know, it's just advice. Got any product that relates to Henry's father? Digging in the past, lady. Is there truths in the mists of time? An investigator investigates. The third holy seal is a blood lock that requires council blood. I need to know where Henry got that blood from. Henry's father is an odd one, isn't it? The syndicate control this island. The citizens monitored like cattle. This slipped through though. Oops.
It's a trap.
That is a trap. I've been trying to find out the answer myself. I don't like unknowns. I haven't got much, but I do have something to sell. Nice doing business with you. I've got records of some private financial transactions between Rena Division and Eyes
The
Kiwami.
investigator is here.
What kind of transactions? Eyes was giving her money. Henry was born 27 years ago, right? These transactions date back to 27 years and 5 months ago. And I thought you were an investigator. Why would a powerful council member be giving personal money in secretive transactions to a female citizen 5 months before her only child was born?
Because she was preggers.
Oh. Yeah, exactly. Duh. Do you know anything about how the council entered the penthouse? If I knew the secret of the seals, I wouldn't be doing this dance. Pa pa pa, chicka 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 ta. She dances.
What was that? that was just so ready, apparently.
I don't know, it's like thought of her dancing. I don't mean the seals. How do they go in and out frequently? Are they in there every day? The penthouse is reserved for special business. It takes a lot to get the council in there. Big building to be hardly ever used. Montserrat loves his concrete. He wants something large and imposing. Something to reach to the heavens without the audacity of Babylon. Why not build it on the mountain if he wants to reach to the heavens? The mountain is reserved for holy grounds. The temple is carved into it. You don't argue with the high priestess. Anyways, Montserrat decided that the council would only enter the penthouse together. His paranoia was growing unabated. Did you know he always carried a gun? The old Montserrat never used to do that. That's odd. Oh, yeah, remember, he did have a gun on him, remember?
Yep, on his
and
body.
then it was shot twice, and one was through the skull of the demon, and the other one was into the wall.
Yeah.
So it'd be weird if I have evidence of a council member entering by themselves 2 days before the murder.
Secrets are dangerous.
If a council member did if a council member did they'd, I think it's that. If a council member did that, they'd be going directly against our leader. Risky move.
That's a straight up typo.
None of us are privy to everything that happens with the council, so I can't say for sure.
But we are privy to typos.
I love using the word privy. No one ever gets it in my normal life.
It always means toilet, usually.
Yeah, I guess so. I haven't heard anything about council members disobeying him, though. If that's the evidence you've got, something is definitely suspicious.
So many characters, but we have to pay for them with this character. The witness is a good one.
She just tried to make her money, man.
Yep.
Do you know why witness would want to kill the council?
Business is booming.
Let's see your crystal.
We are still pretty loaded.
Good. I'm glad we came back after all that, like, scoping around.
Yeah.
I know witness was growing to despise Montserrat. Montserrat was tightening his grip on us all. Montserrat was giving into paranoia, worried about his precious, perfect island. History was repeating. The island was shrouded in fear. We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with the goal of resurrecting our gods. 24 islands in, and we weren't doing a good job.
Don't be coy.
Almost all the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. Montserrat didn't care, though. He decided that was step 2. I want to know what step 1 is, but the other one's red. Step 1 was the syndicate. Our efforts have always been divided between resurrecting the gods and improving the islands. If Montserrat could make the syndicate perfect, we would give our full attention to the gods.
The other one's just red because names are red, I think.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed, so did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat at all. Has Witness been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think this is just some self-radicalization. He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the astral masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you've got a healthy dose of the end of times fear in you. So Witness motivated the council to put the fear of the gods into them and refocus the syndicate on a holy mission? I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, that's what I'd go with.
Religious zealotry.
Witness believes we're heading for the end times. Witness to the end.
He did he just named himself after that idea.
How can we have end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They never looked out for their own kind.
Secrets breed mysteries.
Take it up with Witness. I have no time for religious debates.
Ooh.
Ooh.
The killer demon.
Crimson, you got the inside track on demons on the island?
Does she even know about Shinji?
Oh, you mean Shinji. Let's start with Shinji. He's a little he's a little asshole, but he's harmless. You've met him. Why hasn't he been captured? He's weak. He has to choose when and where to physically manifest himself, so he avoided capture. You've not reported him. He's helped me out with a few things. He's seen things I haven't. The island's going to end. He's too weak to do anything, so what's the harm? Could he have killed the council? No way. He has limits. He can barely hold physical objects. His weakened astral body conflicts with our reality. What about other demons? On the island, I assumed the marshals got them all after the Henry incident. So you're not aware of any other demons on the island that might have got into the council penthouse last night and redecorated it in a nice shade of viscera.
They're gonna need to call in the cleanup detail.
What do you know about secret demonology labs? You mean the one in the dead zone coded to Witnesses and Carmelina's blood vials? Good work, lady. I've been in it, but I don't know how it was kept a secret. I think it was an old panic room Carmelina designed into the island. I've never been in there, but I realized Witness was up to something a while back. He managed to keep it a secret from everyone else, but I have ways of finding things out. Why did he start down his dark path? Witness wants to understand why paradise fails. The fail point is demonic corruption. It erots the islands and causes the end of a paradise. I need to find out more.
Because yeah, Witness is obsessing over what causes each generation to fail.
Well, I guess that's how you learn.
Which would have been a good explanation for why he is carving off chunks of that god, but is not an explanation for why he, you know, killed the council. Because he totally did.
Maybe he thinks they're the reason it's failing. If he doesn't like Montserrat and he feels like that's the reason our paradise is fucked up, he needs to revamp who's in charge to make it
sure
better
feels
next
like
time.
a commentary is being made here that we had to like, so you know how she can't be passed around as a commodity. She won't be sold by a pull tab, but us getting pull tabs is how we got to God.
Yeah, I mean, that's
That was the
true.
only way to get the upgrade we needed to access the holy chamber. What does that say?
Oh yeah.
Blunt, an accusation.
Interrogate.
Tuft of hair.
I found a tuft of your hair in KHX's workshop. And
Facts and the truth.
that
are
puts
not
you at the
same.
scene of a disappearance. Come on, lady. You know that doesn't prove anything.
Do we push?
Well, you gotta. It's the last option. We need to talk, Acid. You never call me Acid.
Is this a fact or a truth?
Why was KHX accusing you of stealing the key to the second holy seal?
Honey.
Shit. This makes you a prime suspect. Spill it. I promise I didn't kill the council. I need you to know that. Get on with it. The holy seals are the holy grails of secret hunters. They're so locked down and under wraps.
Innocent.
I was losing sleep each night thinking about them. I knew KHX designed the second seal, so I started talking to him. I also knew he was obsessed with me. Obsessed. More than I expected. I thought he was just horny for me. But he had got it into his head that if we achieved perfection on the next island, he'd ascend to heaven.
Facts and the truth are not the same.
His diary called you his queen in the astral heaven. Good snooping, lady. Since I'm blessed by the gods, he coveted me as a trophy queen.
Secrets are dangerous.
That guy was out of his mind. You keep using the word past tense. Oh, fuck. Got you. I'm not stupid. If the council got on the bad side of a killer and the person who designed part of their security is missing, he's either dead or might as well be. Did you do it? Please. Even if he's going to squeal to Montserrat? I talked him down. I strung him along in a relationship. I could persuade him to do almost anything. Except give you the secret to the second holy seal. There was a data key he guarded. I took it and made a copy. How did you copy it?
Business is business.
You ask a lot of questions.
It's my job.
My ways.
Someone in Masahiro Heavy Industries owed me a favor. That favor was an hour in one of their high-end computer labs. It turned out to be a heavily encrypted digital key on a flash drive. I put the key back in his workshop, apologized profusely, and did something to take his mind off it. Did you use the key? No. I know where and how, though. The obelisk on the beach, the key works for them. And that's the second seal's secret. No, there's more, but I don't know that. Why didn't you use the key? Bad vibes, lady. I can feel it in the air. Things were happening on the island.
Facts and the truth are not the same.
This still makes you a suspect, Crimson. I know.
We're so far ahead of all this stuff, though. This is all
Yeah,
reveals
this
about
is-
obelisks that we just like stumbled into.
Well, that's because we kept exploring. We were
Yeah.
we were very not dialogue focused for like a long time in the game.
It was very fun to explore, and it was very effective.
Yeah, obviously. What do you know about the fourth holy seal? It's an open secret that requires some kind of godliness to get through.
Strange.
An open secret. Word got out a while back. From who? Not sure. It just kind of bubbled up. Someone probably got loose-lipped after a drink. So everyone in the syndicate would know how to breach it? Not Not the specifics, but if anyone says they don't know anything about it, they're lying. Trying to cover their asses, now you're here. Time to uncover some asses. Go get him, tiger.
Oh my.
What do you know about the second holy seal? Only what I told you before. I got the key, but I don't know what's behind the seal or what the secret, what blah 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 blah.
What the secret is. What a mountain of dialogue.
Did you see Witness last night? I heard Carmelina went to visit him last night. You should speak to her.
Just gonna narrow down this list a bit.
Why would Carmelina want to kill the council? You know the cost. You know this costs, right? A pleasure doing business. Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council.
Ooh.
You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo's fall from grace. He was deceived by cosmic deceit. Yeah, once again, no kid fucking kidding.
There's some signposting there that you might have noticed.
Bingo. Cosmic deceit deceived him with promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic deceit wanted Romeo to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual. That would give Cosmic deceit enough power to resurrect. Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deceptions and sacrificing other gods. Romeo was stopped before he can go through with it. His punishment was execution and the rest of his family being barred from a council seat for eternity. Confused.
That's strange.
The ruling still stands. Carmelina is on the throne right now. Judge thinks they made the right call. It's a temporary situation. She's the highest rank outside the council, and we're about to move to a new perfect island that Carmelina designed. The transition to our eternal home needs to go right, and she's best placed to get us through it. As Carmelina protested the ruling in the past, she submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and to get on the council. All have been denied, though.
We have way more motivation for it than we thought.
Can I see these motions? Of course! I pulled them from the Moon database. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything, though. Hit me. Hit me, please!
Look at all those numbers.
Hit me, please! About 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one saw her.
The hell?
Any idea why?
Strange.
She said it was for work. She had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor.
The investigator is here.
Why do you think this matters? You know when you get a bad feeling and it festers? Maybe I just need to say it out loud. Maybe that it means something. I'll see what I find.
She just has so much.
She's fucking got all the dirt. She
Yeah.
has the most, but you have to pay for it. That's what's rated off with
she's
this
got
character.
all this material to go through. But it keeps opening up the possibilities of more secrets with some of these people. Things that we thought were not. So what's interesting there is that Carmelina has this weird trajectory of like being this like disgraced family, but also she's the architect of the islands. Like that's a strange juxtaposition.
Well, she's talented, but she's just not allowed to be on the council seat.
Yeah, but
if
now she's the leader of the syndicate.
They're not gonna like let her. They're not gonna like not use her if she's talented at what she does. You know. Did you see the Grand Marshal last night? I didn't see Akiko last night. You should speak to her. That's why it's like stupid to blame a whole family for something. Because if some of them are useful and can contribute later, then you're shooting yourself in the foot by not allowing them to be a part of society.
But she's still banned.
That's stupid. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Not down here. Those are very rare, lady. If he's using that as an alibi, you need to be skeptical.
That's what we figured. 'Cause
Yeah, well,
fuck him.
I was already skeptical. Why would Akiko kill the council?
Business is business.
Secrets aren't free.
Two.
Thank you.
Good crystals, minimal imperfections. Akiko is a soldier through and through. She's also their leader. They're the only family she's ever wanted. The marshals aren't a syndicate, though. They're citizens. A security measure by Montserrat.
Does that mean they all die?
Yep.
Oh, right. We right. Yeah.
They don't have our immortality, and they don't get moved between islands. They get destroyed every island.
Yeah.
That makes them expendable, too. Precisely. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die or get left behind. She wants them in the Syndicate, get them gene therapied up, and create a battalion of immortal soldiers, and her heartache.
Gene therapy.
She has motioned the Syndicate to try to get her marshals inducted, been refused every time. She's hurting and she's angry.
Sounds like the place we ordered from is busy, so the order's taking a while. No interruption, though.
What does she get from murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she can change the rules and keep her marshals alive between islands. She'd used the murder to scare the new council. The Untouchables became touched by the hand of death.
Ooh.
Don't be coy.
She can argue for increased militarization on the next island, scapegoated on a citizen, and panic the next council into creating martial law with troops inducted into the Syndicate. That's a bad idea. I mean, I understand that you like your people, but I don't know about that one.
It's also a plan where it would be too late. Because she'd still lose everybody on this island again.
Yeah,
So
but I think the idea is that she's been over and over again losing these people,
Yeah.
and she just wants a group that doesn't die. So I
Yeah.
don't think she cares if it's this group or not. I'm sure she actually does care, but like, you know, if it's the next group, that's fine also. Use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Precisely. Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup.
Have my way.
If Akiko did this, she proves that the threat isn't from the marshals. Got any proof? Sure do. I pulled this from the Moon database. You never know when something like this will come in useful. All these numbers.
Yep. So easy to remember.
Lady, here's more. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the islands.
The hell?
Naughty the hell?
Every time it's bizarre.
Is there someone special on this island? Captain Voth. We already know this.
Yeah.
Highest ranking marshal under Akiko. Highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new island. But he was murdered last night. Looks that way. See, that's why he's not. That's why it's different people. That's why it's different people, because she doesn't
you
want
had to
her boy to
save
get
Voth.
killed. So that means that she is involved, because if she switched them out to avoid her favorite people getting killed, then she knew that was going to happen.
But also, who did she sacrifice?
Random people.
or just other guards she liked less. Like,
Yeah, well, the people that don't have blood in the database, so they probably weren't even guards, probably just
Yeah.
citizens. She wrote with citizens up there.
Oh.
So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council, to push her agenda through, get her marshals into the Syndicate, and make them immortal? That's a pretty big bet to make. I agree. Something doesn't add up. I'm not convinced Voth died last night. Don't tease, lady. That sounds like a secret. Don't secrets have costs?
Secrets breed mysteries.
I'll refund you for our earlier transaction. Agree. It's a deal. Taking my first steps into the secret trading industry. Pleasure doing business. The dead marshals outside the council building aren't marshals. The blood doesn't match. So where are the real marshals? Working on it. If you want to enter the Viper's Nest, you could try the barracks. If I was a marshal looking to lay low, I'd be in there. They don't let anyone in. I'll see what I can find.
Yeah, we've been outside that place, but never inside, right? Hey, +2.
I wonder if
That's the weird multi-headed dog emblem place, right?
can we get in? What do we need to get in?
I don't know. Maybe it's just hacking. Maybe we're
We're
ready
good now. Maybe.
Maybe we're finally there. I don't know, maybe we should call it a rest with her
Yeah.
for now. Check by later.
And you
Hang out again.
I need to save some of her for later.
Gotta ration out Crimson. Queen Crimson.
I love King Crimson.
I'm constantly taken whenever I'm reminded of 21st century Schizoid Man, I'm really taken aback by how old it is.
It's so good.
I don't understand how a song that
That album
sounds
is
so
so
strange
good.
and experimental and in many ways
Dude.
modern is like it's ancient. It's such an old song.
The 60s and 70s, man. There's some good music. I kind of like I like 60s and 70s classic rock, and that's like if you look at like Velvet Underground and stuff, that was like way back in the day. Their stuff's very weird. It could be very much like a modern garage band if you listen to it, but like no, I'm a very big fan. That stuff holds up very well.
Oh, let's reinvestigate the ghost. I actually don't know where.
Yeah, I forgot which ghost this is.
Yeah, I don't know how to find the guardhouse, so I might as well just be wandering anyway. I heard
A squiggles. A squiggles.
blood crystals. They're so valuable that they're just lying around like garbage.
It kind of reminds me of like Full Metal Alchemist, where they're making like those fake crystals.
Yeah,
The blood water.
it's one of my favorite arcs. Is the one that it's a filler arc technically. It's made up for the anime to pad for time, but it's great. Those characters are great. I love them.
See, I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I like the original run of the anime better.
No, I do too.
Because I think a lot of things that they added or that they spent more time on were things that I end up liking more. And I was like kind of not into the other aspects of like.
I also think the remake, like the more faithful version, was in such a stupid, irritating, pointless hurry to like rush past the part people were familiar with from the other anime that they did all of those parts badly.
It's animated beautifully. It looks great, but I also
like
feel like
Nina is one of my like formative anime moments.
Oh yeah,
and
for like everybody.
It's trash.
Oh yeah,
in
no,
the
it
second
goes
version.
by, and I do.
It's so bad, and it has like almost no impact.
That Nina part and
but you also
confrontation was so fiery, and the part where like there were scars like, you poor creature, like heaven.
But you also can't.
Let you enter her unending
watch
womb,
like you can't like start.
So fucking good.
You can't like start with one and then switch to the other one to like make up for that either.
No,
because they don't have continuity.
They don't
it doesn't
like
fit.
mesh up. I feel like Lust really got snubbed because she was a really good character in the first one, but she really kind of got fucked over in Brotherhood. Like
that
it wasn't.
That
it
is
wasn't as
also
good
a
of
surprise.
character.
Yeah, is that like it was kind of in some ways I felt like Brotherhood revealed flaws in the source material by faithfully adapting it, because it was kind of better how in the first adaptation they just kind of were left adrift with the characters from the beginning of the show, from the beginning of the series, so they just had to stick with them and flesh them out and keep growing them as characters and doing stuff with them. But then the source material actually just kills off a significant percentage of those characters, or just gets rid of them, and so
they don't get to develop as far.
Yeah, you have to learn like an all new cast instead halfway through, and that's mostly what the story is about. So yeah, incredibly important feeling characters like Lust were actually just like a minor speed bump in the source material, and it's just like it just doesn't matter. It just feels weird. Nightmare Revival carving. A carving about the god Nightmare Revival, an esoteric secret of God. The floating goat head rules over a far-flung alien colony of scholars. No, I'll always prefer the original over the remake.
I know that's like one of those contentious opinions, but I mean, I do, like I said, I like the amount of effort and detail is put into animating the second version. There's like some things that I do like better. It's like a shame because I wish I could take the things I like better from both of them together. But if I had to weigh it out, there's more that I like better about the original than I like about Brotherhood,
including the theme song.
Dude, there's so many good theme songs. If I'm so sad because the amount of like theme songs that are anime theme songs that are not on Spotify like really makes me so bummed out. Because I can get really drunk just listen to like a whole stream of anime theme songs. Get so excited and hyped about it.
But this topic is an ongoing argument with Andrew all the time, because he's very much like a faithful adaptation purist, and that he gets mad at the Marvel movies too, because everything should always be a faithful adaptation of the thing, and I'm like, I don't think that's really the point.
Dude, look at The Shining.
Well, yeah, like the Shining and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest and Blade Runner and a lot of other things like that. Like a lot of the most famous movies of all times are actually adaptations of books that are really, really inaccurate.
I just think like when I think of that, like I said, The Shining.
Yeah.
Argue with me. Tell me the Shining the book is better. It's not. It's not. I don't remember how I made her sound. Have you found my envelope? It's just doofy now.
I assume that's true.
I have. Took some finding.
Protest letter.
Thank you. Have you read it? Have you seen the truth? Will you help fight corruption? Sure.
I mean, the council's dead.
There's no harm in saying yes. Your evidence is compelling. I will join your cause. Really? You will? Oh, it's such a relief. For years we've wanted someone with influence to join us, and finally we have that. I feel like I've achieved my purpose. I can't take this to the next island. I'm already fading from this world. Please, you take it. Why did that demon give it to me anyway? Take it and build a better world.
That demon?
It's Shinji, of course.
Shinji! Shinji, what are you up to? You organizing dissent amongst the masses, Shinji? Where's all the Shinjis? Oh, there's a crystal up there.
Not enough Shinjis.
Too few Shinjis. Whatever the words of that song are. Too few Shinjis.
I want to know where you are.
I think I've only heard that song once, and the main takeaway was that it didn't sound anything like the way you usually sing it.
Well, I'm sorry, I'm just a bad
So I was just confused.
Too many puppies are being shot in the dark. Wait, I can't sing like Les Claypool. He's like, too many puppies are being shot in the dark.
Sanity.
I can't read. I feel like I think that's a real.
A delicious green tea that is known to help you remain calm and collected in the face of cosmic insanity. Other flavors were introduced, but all failed. Insanity.
If that is not currently a tea, then it should be. I feel like it has to be at this point. I want an insanity, and then I want a manatee, and I want it to have a manatee on the can.
Virtual sanity.
21st century sanity, yeah.
Oh right, we're trying to find the barracks. I was like, I'm like, none of these characters ring a bell is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, but I don't remember at all where the barracks are. Wait, are they on your map?
It's probably by the judge. Did I just see? Did I imagine that I just saw something here?
No, wait, no. Wait, wasn't it like on the other end of that bridge that we walked to go see Henry? Wasn't like the other side the barracks? The door on the opposite side?
I think those were apartments over there.
Like the tunnel door. Like,
have
tunnel
we been
pathway.
in here before? Yes.
I don't remember what the barracks look like right now.
There was a bunch of multi-headed dog statues. Because they're dogs. I feel like if we go towards the judge and then go down the hill from the judge, we might find the barracks. But I'm not a hundo sure-o.
Hundo sure-o.
But this is the fastest way to get to the top of the mountain. I'm gonna get somewhere from there. Oh, wait, wait. Hello.
Hey!
Shinji!
Hey!
And something.
It's a whiskey! It's a whiskey! Yay!
The roof of his bar.
But it's about a different bar.
Yeah. Why do it?
Why do what?
The crime, the murder, the paradise killing.
To reshape the world, when you pull a trigger or thrust a knife, the world branches. The old world is gone, it exists in history. The history is forgotten, the world is remade or reshaped. It depends. We all live in the new world after that.
The world must get reshaped a lot.
More than you know.
That secretly Lady Love dies and Shinji's like, why'd you do it, Love dies?
Oh, but obviously his head's very much not the right shape in that silhouette.
No, that's his new body. Because we kill Yuri and he possesses Yuri's body.
Ew, I don't want him to look like Yuri.
A Gothic second whiskey. Aged for longer in specially constructed crypts tended to by self-professed ghouls. Their obsession took them and warped them. All they do is caress the barrels until it's time to bottle.
That makes it taste better.
You gotta stroke the bottle. Stroke the bottle. Hello, Shinji. I could really go for a cocktail.
How did you get into cocktails?
When the bar closes, I hang out on the roof and down whatever's left.
What a little scrub.
Cocktails are one of the few good things humans have ever made.
What's your favorite?
I like a nice mojito. Lots of rum and mint.
I have a bad feeling about
We should stop this conversation. It's been so long since I had a mojito.
Wanna grab a few and watch the island die?
That's kind of romantic. No can do.
Whatever. She's
It's like the end of Fight Club or something. Just
Yeah.
Shinji and Lady Love Live.
with your feet on the air and your head on the ground.
Just watch the world die together, and we hold hands.
Hang on a minute. I believe I'm seeing a thing. Yeah.
This does look like a mysterious thing. What is this up here?
I just saw a crystal over here. This is more entertaining than running. Hello.
Wow, that's very like, wow. Only one for that?
Yeah.
That's pretty.
There's kind of a round.
I know, but that's like, Shinji really hid those guys, man.
Yeah, well, he does teleport.
There's a giant bird skeleton.
Yep.
Or whatever. What is that?
He can barely hold physical objects, but apparently he can haul a bunch of blood crystals all over the map. Like, no one's business. Where is this?
What the heck?
Am I by the judge? Oh yeah, I think this might be the slope. That's HKX's place. Ooh. Or KHX. HKX always sounds easier to say. Yeah, there's the judge down there. We went up this path in like episode 1. Then mysterious French woman accosted us. And then we went left. And this took us to KHX.
Oh, yeah.
We've
So
been
long
here
ago.
before. Yeah. What a revelation. I'm a little curious if we'll just like find new stuff we couldn't jump to before, maybe? This was so long ago. Poop, I'm on your roof. Got
And you're dead,
superpowers,
so you
Shinji!
can't stop me.
How do I get there?
That tiny, tiny little blue speck.
Yeah. You don't have to be able to make out the details of him. You just see the color and you're like, that's Shinji.
very
There's the temple.
Distinct blue.
We've never been there yet. It looks like that Mist 3 or Riven? Riven, I think. That's past this the farm and then up. Yeah, up there's Shinji.
What is
Right
that building
there.
we're looking at? I mean, it'll say on the map, but I just don't remember.
The reality folding drive. That's the one that creates the next planet, I think.
Have we been
Doesn't-
in there?
I don't think we could last time, so maybe we should check that out again.
As we go past like the farms that we were like already at earlier.
Yeah, well, we were looking for the warehouse that time.
It's a
This is dangerous. Don't do this at home, kids. Ooh.
this map seems simultaneously small but also like very large at the
Yeah.
same time. Another
Ooh.
whiskey. I like the whiskeys.
The Way of Blood Bar. The night's so wonderful on Paradise. It's my favorite time. The air dances. On the tip of my tongue, the taste of 1,000 possibilities. The whiskey tastes better in the late hours.
Dude, if I was at a bar and some guy just came up and started saying this stuff, I would think he was such a pretentious punk ass. You're right. Whiskey was made for the night. The closer to midnight, the better. I'd be like, get away from me. Who are you?
Too many whiskeys.
Makes you talk like a poet.
A work of stultifying incompetence that hates its drinkers.
Dude,
No warning whiskey.
that's kind of,
That's a typo. It's drinkers.
it's drinkers.
It is drinkers, is how they spelled it.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no apostrophe when it implies ownership.
Yep.
Which is reverse psychology compared to the rest of English, because English is stupid. Good job. Good luck explaining any of these rules to non-native speakers that are trying to understand it. No! Oh. I saw a crystal.
Or something. You need those to pay off your girlfriend.
I need those to pay for my mojitos.
Ojitos.
Oh.
Whiskey!
Wow, why are there so many up here? Who's just throwing it off the cliff?
KHX or whatever, I guess.
Their secret stash? What's up?
HKX, whatever his name is. Do you have any secrets?
I tried it once and didn't like it.
Why not?
The dark spiral in my stomach when someone got close to the secret.
Uzumaki?
It
It's part of having a secret. It proves it's worth keeping.
put me off my food.
he has like some like actual like ulcer that's like a spiral in his stomach, and he eats him alive little by little.
7 spies, named after a group of martial spies that attempted to infiltrate a hidden ziggurat in Africa. They never came back. He actually does sound like Shinji.
Who?
The character that with the whiskey. There's like an honesty.
Oh, like just in like the way of
and like
speaking.
like a bluntness.
Well,
And there's like a funny aspect of like, I tried a secret once, put me off my food. Like you just do it in the other voice and it makes sense.
yeah, no, you're right.
Whiskey was made for the night.
Well, it's kind of like an air of like a casual conversation,
Yeah.
which I think is in this game kind of unusual because everyone kind of talks with like such a kind of like dramatic flair, but like Shinji is like the one person that kind of talks in a casual way, and so are the people at the bar talk that way also.
This is a save point, which is not what hacking is.
You mean every time I save my game, I'm not hacking it? I thought I was like the best hacker of all time.
Oh, have we done you yet? Yep. So.
You can go up the stairs. Found no. Oh, they don't really go up, do they? Oh,
Yeah,
we found that thing here. Remember?
Yeah, we've been here before. Oop. Yeah, we've been here before. There isn't a hacking spot on this door, or even an interaction spot. It's just a save point.
They're probably not really prepared to show us like what that would be. Sometimes if you have like a really, really lofty idea, especially like in like a game or like in a movie or something, in the same way that it's like better to not show the scary thing, it might not be better to show the reality folding drive. It might be too much for us to comprehend or be like a disappointment.
Non-Euclidean space.
You want to be able to imagine it however you would.
That's always a funny thing about like Lovecraft, is he always taught all this hype about non-Euclidean geometry and stuff, and it's just like non-Euclidean basically I think it just means like not on a flat plane. So like all of Earth is on non-Euclidean space on the macro scale. So it's just kind of it's like a nonsensical thing. But then again, he also wrote an entire story about a color that no one's ever seen before. So it turns out I could just climb up here, so that's how you get to Shinji.
Oh, he's a very far off Shinji.
Yeah. And yet here we are. Do these days feel short to you?
When the island ends, the flow of time gets weird. Technically, we're still on the last day of the island, so the crime still happened last night.
So take that, Stephanie.
I was asking about that.
They can make both things true at the same time. Now I get it.
Two things can be true. Get what?
Why you people are so messed up? Yeah.
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 Shinji!
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 I have to go though, so no more Shinji. Good night, everybody. Shinji!
Shinji!
I found another Shinji! I found 2 Shinjis from here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
The hope lives
Also,
on.
there's a mystery somewhere in this game.
What?
Who cares about that?
Oh no,
Shinji.
I thought this game was about Shinji.